Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. How's Eddie Frederick?
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Thursday, 18th January 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group, a threatening voice note aimed at authorities in Trinidad and Tobago under investigation. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Minister of National Security of Trinidad and Tobago, Fitzgerald Hines, says that a chilling voice clip that originated on a TikTok account over the weekend, in which an alleged member of a new gang called the Ghost Gang is vowing to deal with corrupt cops, judges, gang leaders, and politicians, is now being investigated by the police. TV6's Mark Bassant tells us more.
This is the Ghost Gang speaking. This is the new gang in Trinidad. And I tell another. So them corrupted police and ministers and this Duncy commissioner and the prime minister. See, everybody wants I tell another, this Ghost Gang is going to get rid of every single one of them.
A chilling voice note that emanated on TikTok over the weekend, in which a member of this alleged ghost gang is vowing to wipe out criminal elements as well as crooked and corrupt law enforcement officers, high-profile politicians, judges, and even the police commissioner. A high-ranking intelligence source told TV6 News that they are trying to ascertain not only the origin of the voice clip, but its veracity. The source viewed the latest audio clip as an interesting spin, considering what is now occurring between the rival 6 and 7 gangs. He said that the anti-corruption theme being touted in the clip had a familiar ring to it and had been in the past perpetuated by a particular religious sect. The alleged gang member of this new purported ghost gang even claimed that they were very well connected and could get to anyone.
We have guns, we have intelligence, we have people in the police force, the army force, the coast guard, firefight. We have people all over.
Criminologist Dr. Melissa Neptune Figara of the University of the West Indies, who was sent the voice clip, said, quote, "Any statements that directly and explicitly threatens the safety of any member of the public should be taken into serious consideration. At this junction, the initial step usually is to conduct a full investigation with optimal use of intelligence agencies and sharing resources," unquote. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines said the police are investigating the origin of the voice clip when contacted by a daily newspaper yesterday. Mark Bassant, TV6 News.
Speaking at the open floor segment of the UNC's anti-crime town hall meeting at the La Jolla complex in St. Joseph on Monday night, retired Senior Superintendent of Police for the Central Division, Johnny Abraham, said that the TTPS has no leadership and is ineffective in fighting crime. He went on to say that the current generation of police leaders is failing to inspire subordinates to confront criminals. He also suggested that some senior officers attain their rank through academic prowess and favoritism rather than crime-fighting ability.
Mr. McIntyre, by the way, my name is Johnny Abraham, a retired senior superintendent with over 40 years' experience. And I can safely tell you that when I was in charge of Central Division, the people could have slept with the house open. I will go on national television and I will warn the criminals to stay out of Central. And if they do come and they leave to tell the story, there's another story. And there is no leadership in the police service. And if the media pick it up and they want to chastise me, they could go ahead. I could stand up and say that anyway. And the reason for that is because some persons went and get elevated because of friendship, because of clique. Correct. I didn't want to use all those words. While I was on the ground fighting crime, they were studying. I used to lock down Central Division with 5 vehicles. 1 Centennial Junction, 1 by the roundabout Kearney, 1 Claxton by the fish market, 1 on the highway Claxton Bay. You can't come in from north, you can't come from south, you can't come from the east. No escape route. I had a walkie-talkie. People talk about micromanage. I used to micromanage every sergeant in my division. Morning, noon, and night. The thing about the whole police service now is that people afraid to take the challenge to the criminals. They have no leaders. They have no leadership. If you're hunting and your dog going to chase something, animal, and you're not following the dog will turn back. If you don't have a leader, you can't have followers. And without all proper security in a country, you can't have no investment. They have no motivation in the police service. And on top of that, 4%. Under the leadership of Ms. Kamala Pasabi Sessa, 14%. They get it back in 6 months. $1,000 extra on the salary. They was motivated more than ever. And I can keep going on and on and on. But the whole thing is that we must take back this country. And in order to do that, the police service have to have proper leadership and persons who are willing to make that sacrifice to work night and day to bring back this country to peaceful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham. Thank you so much.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Grenadians are said to be up in arms over the likelihood of Cayman 6's performance on the island for the 50th independence celebrations. Jesse Ramdio of CNC3 News out of Port of Spain reports.
Set to headline the event Our Fete in Grenada on the eve of the island's 50th anniversary is Cayman 6. Recently, the dancehall artist has been grabbing the headlines in TNT after a brazen assassination attempt less than a month ago claimed the lives of 4 people, including an innocent bystander. It's why, in the wake of the bloodbath, Grenadians are seemingly pushing back against the artist from performing on the island. According to a report published on Sunday in Grenada's The New Today, quote, Grenadians are up in arms over a show to be held. People also questioned whether the artist should even be granted a work permit. The ongoing gang warfare between the 6 and 7 gangs has been a security issue engaging law officials here at home. A senior official at the Royal Grenada Police Force, speaking under anonymity, stated that there was a serious cause for concern over the spillover of the ongoing gang warfare in Trinidad and Tobago. The official said, given the recent attempts on the life of Cayman 6, a performance at a concert on the island could provide another opportunity. This time, nationals could also be injured or even killed. The official maintained that unnecessary safety risks should not be taken and pointed to the involvement of a Trinidad and Tobago national in the hit of Devlon Thomas back in August last year. It was reported that following the fallout, Cayman 6 took to social media maintaining that his only goal was to make a better life for his family and those surrounding him. Guardian Media understands that a final determination on whether or not the local artist will be allowed to perform is expected to be made soon. Jesse Ramdale, CNC3 News.
In other news, the Bahamas' Prime Minister Philip Davis outlines steps to combat crime in a national address. Carla Palmer of ZNS News brings us the details.
In promising tough action on crime, Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis is vowing to tackle the problem from the root, and along with police intelligence, he pinpoints gang-related activities as a primary cause. It's the first phase of the government's three-pronged crime strategy.
We're going to introduce the toughest anti-gang legislation ever. If you are associated with gang, we're coming after you. If you have a lot of shiny things with no way to explain your wealth, we're going to seize what you have.
With a promise to install more closed-circuit television technology, increase manpower, and conduct more police walkabouts, Phase 2 of the new crime strategy entitled Hold will take effect.
Our police will hold these communities by maintaining an ongoing, relentless presence. This phase is about constant vigilance and strength.
With anticipated success, Phase 3 of Build will then kick in.
We're not just reclaiming our streets, we are revitalizing them.
With illegal guns used 99% of the time in the commission of a crime, despite the Bahamas being a non-manufacturer of firearms, the nation's chief highlights the effort here.
We are tracking down Bahamians with dual citizenship who have been buying guns in the U.S. and trafficking them here. And it's working. We've already busted some major operations.
Accordingly, a new national forensic laboratory will also be constructed.
We will then be able to conduct our own forensic analysis, which will significantly speed up investigations and improve the quality of evidence used in trials.
Inclusive of introducing new sentencing guidelines, Prime Minister Davis also called for a more aggressive approach by the judiciary in denying bail in murder cases.
Where we find repeat serious offenders being granted bail and either becoming victims of murder or perpetrating serious offenses while on bail. In my view, the prosecutors must likewise be more aggressive in appealing instances where bail is granted.
With compassion a hallmark of his administration, Prime Minister Davis says for those who mistake compassion for weakness, they are in for a very rude awakening. Ahead of what's to be extensive roadblocks, he apologized for any inconvenience caused and asked the public's continued support in this endeavor as crime affects us all. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Carla Palmer.
The government of St. Kitts and Nevis extends congratulations to President-elect Lai Ching-te of Taiwan's Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, on his recent victory in the presidential elections held on January 13th, 2024. Andre Huey of SKN Newsline has more.
A release from the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, SKNIS, said in achieving an unprecedented third consecutive term for the Democratic Progressive Party, President-elect Lai Ching-te has broken new ground, showcasing the democratic spirit of the Taiwanese people. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terence Drew, expressed his congratulations, stating, quote, "On behalf of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis, I extend warmest congratulations to President-elect Lai Ching-te. His victory not only signifies the trust bestowed upon you by the Taiwanese electorate, but your support for the ideals you espouse for your people. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis is proud to acknowledge the enduring friendship and collaboration between our two nations and reaffirm its commitment to the resilience and strength of our nation. As we look forward to continuing this journey of mutual respect and cooperation, we wish President-elect Lai Ching-te every success in leading Taiwan to further prosperity and advancement." I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.